Yay, I leveled up with influence. And I leveled up to 16. Target you kill my spirit. Multiple targets. Pokemon kills your target, the effect spreads nearby and causes a secondary explosion. Manual detonator, water bomb now directs the explosion inward, dealing significant more damage to the target but not to nearby enemies. If it is ongoing spirit damage and then trigger a curse explosion. Each basic attack shortens your active cooldown times. The more magical energy you expand, the more damage your spells do. By sending still you enter a meditative state that restores your mana at an enhanced rate and reduces all cooldown times. Maybe. I need 2 points to get that though. Let's go down.
Here is the request.
I set aside an entire
Are there any
shelf
special
for Grey
instructions?
Warden law. And
No,
so far
I
I've
would have
only
stated
half
as much.
Yes, of course. I'll be quick.
Of course you will.
Questions, questions.
That's enough.
You may depart.
I should go. Naturally.
Wonder what Solus thinks.
Inquisitor.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later. Goodbye.
Alright, it's gonna have something to say.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a Merchant Guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night.
Say goodbye to you?
His last words were, "Say goodbye to Varric for me."
That son of a bitch. He would do that. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They're about to kick down the door when Hawk just opened it and invites them all inside. Leandra, Hawk's mother, made them tea, and for the next 2 hours tried to get them to make small talk. They wandered out of the house in a daze. No idea what just happened. Never came back. Hawk just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one. Thanks. I guess I've got some letters to write. Carver should be told. Excuse me.
Let's go pass some judgment.
Your worship.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
A grim and serious matter.
Many places felt the pain of adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Teventa, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Making me tranquil.
You are the worst of us. The damage you have done is beyond all reckoning. A mage's crime, a mage's punishment. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, I deny you death. Tranquility.
You cannot!
Oh, I can.
I'm a lord, you pissants! I will not lose myself!
Oh, I got another one. Nice. Let's see what else we got.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Not a request made lightly.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
And justice forgives you.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. Sir Ruth, the Herald of Andraste, forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
I don't know how many more I've got to do. Judgment, the good works of Sir Ruth. That's it. Let's see how that impacted peoples. Right, got what else to say?
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, alright?
Okay, you do that, Varric. Not gonna rush you. What did you want, Solus?
Inquisitor?
Goodbye.
We'll talk later. Of course.
Ah, so it's no doing. Not often.
You have remarkably little here on early Teventa history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda.
Okay.
But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
What are you looking for?
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison,
I should be proud.
So I should be happy I accomplished something so grand?
concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
I agree.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck. Questions.
Not enough time.
I should go.
Naturally.
Let's see about Vivian then. She'll probably have something to say.
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you.
Okay.
You know as well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of the new Divine.
One of our own may be divine.
They want Liliana and Cassandra as candidates.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
You'd make a good divine.
Actually, I think you fit the criteria perfectly, Vivian.
Me? My dear Inquisitor, Thedas will never accept a mage as divine.
They will my support.
With Andraste's herald supporting you, what can they do?
You do have a point, and I suppose there's no better way to restore order than to do it myself. If the clerics could be persuaded to consider me, and it's not impossible, I could hardly refuse now, could I? We will have to be very mindful of everything we do and say, for the Conclave certainly is doing the same. If they look to the Inquisition to provide a sign of the Maker's will, we will have to give them the right one.
What else?
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
That one?
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence? I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
You like that? Let's see what Morgana has to say. Or Morrigan.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Okay.
I leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Also want to speak to Carl, Josephine, the war room. I can do Josephine when I go to the war room actually. Let's go talk to see if the spy mistress wants to actually talk. Because if I remember rightly, god damn it, why is it always so complicated with this room? Why do I always get so lost in that room? That's why I jump off things in here. It's so much simpler. Hey, you can actually speak to her now.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes?
Pretty much.
Explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
I tried to save her.
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
You don't understand?
Wait, you don't know what she meant either?
There are no answers in the Fade. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
What? Oh yeah, cool, another one.
A message from Divine Justinia.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Dead people usually don't send messages.
And I see you feel it necessary to inform me of this. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Whatever you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Okay.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Yes, I'm glad.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'd say unfortunate.
I'll leave you to your work.
Join Liliana at the Chantry in Valence. First of all, let's go talk to Bull. See if Bull has ults now. I mean, god damn it. Ended up in the outside. Didn't mean to end up here. Let's go talk to everyone down here, and then we'll go to Valor. Oh, quest. What do you got to say, Bull?
Again. Again.
is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Perhaps you can take over.
Gunoi training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was...
Big.
Big. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
That's right, let it out.
That nightmare wanted to tear you in half. Not a chance. Piece of fade, piece of crap. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull. I needed that. Thanks, boss.
Feeling better?
And that works for you? Yep. All right, then.
Why not? Who we got here? Cassandra. Let's see what she's got to say. She's writing.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
You're competing with Varric?
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
It's a good idea.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her, yet even so.
I believe it was her.
I believe it was the divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it.
And do so.
When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus.
True.
The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
I hate when it puts me up there. What else Ryan bolts there? You'll sit on top of a journal on it, but there you go.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
You wanted to get drinks?
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company?
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
I know I'm spending a lot of time in there, but it's fun.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Creme isn't too bad.
I can think of worse places to go with Crimicius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
When did you know?
Did you always know?
Yes. It's not the most fortunate thing to know about yourself, growing up in Tevinter, one rung above slavery.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunathak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
This is quite the group.
You really take it anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, Chief?
Man can beat the chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with the cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
Well, they seem like a fun bunch, to be fair. What else?
Man, those serving girls are frisky.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Let's see about what's her face.
She looked through me from the garden.
Anything you want to say, Sarah?
Sarah. About Adamant and what happened in the Fade.
Nice swing. Why?
Good shot. Why are you angry?
Shut up and listen, yeah? Never again. You hear me? Everyone is pretending it made sense. Demons and visions and all of it. The Fade isn't real. And I saw nothing. Nothing. They were like little empty things. Like there's nothing in the dark. No point. Stupid, right? That shouldn't be scary like it was. I'd have taken spiders. Like you. You're scared of spiders. All of them. Even little ones.
All of them, yes.
Pretty much scared of all spiders, yes.
That's no good. I mean, they're everywhere. I bet even right here, just crawling with those legs and hairy eyes. That's probably not helping. It's stupid to think about anyway. Everybody going on about imaginary stuff when real people died. Probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
What was the Blight like?
It must have been rough living through the Blight.
Someone yells Darkspawn, and then nothing happens for a long time. Then wardens show up and take your stuff. Or, you know, some prick noble takes your stuff because wardens may ask for it. Then you steal it back. So whatever. The first ones in line to screw everyone weren't Darkspawn. That's all I'm saying. Sorry about Hawk, yeah? It's just sad.
Oh no. What else? Yep, nothing.
Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've
You
got
okay?
something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
I'm ready for anything. No sound.
I bet, yeah. Come on, let's do it.
That was odd.
We're eating on a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I freaking still hate cookies.
That's fine.
No, it's just that this is all a little confusing.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in.
Right.
She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out.
Good.
Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The one she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this Inquisition thing is working out, so I figured I could make some Inquisition cookies? Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
I think it's a great idea.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?